Hello, welcome back to Most Haunted Live from this opulent hotel, a magnificent Victorian Gothic architecture in the heart of central London. Now, before the break, I talked about the second experiment, this electronic voice phenomenon. Now, Kieran, you're here to tell us a little bit about it. What are we going to do?
Electric voice phenomena is essentially another channel of possible communication with the spirit world. That's essentially what it is, and we've got a radio here set up to try and communicate with the spirit world.
So we're going to try to communicate with the spirit world.
The radio is going to be tuned into white noise, and we're hoping that people at home can hear messages that are going to come through the white noise.
OK, thank you for that. Before we do that, let me just tell you that if you have just tuned in, my word, you've missed so much. Already we've sent the Most Haunted team to the basement, to the opium den. Derek Okora has sensed enormous spiritual presence here in this Midland Grand Hotel. There is so much still to come, but this is what's happened so far.
It sounds silly, doesn't it? But here, this is for brickwork. But I felt as if this man actually drowned because it's as if I was coming up for the last time and I'm choking, and he just drowned, and he couldn't get out. And yes, I come here, and for some reason, I know this spirit comes on a regular basis from up, right down to this basement area. One of the staff drowned in the water tank. They lost it for 4 days. Both of these two lost their lives in some form of drowning.
Right, so it is time for the second of tonight's experiments, this electronic voice phenomena. Let's talk us through what we're going to do. We've got the radio here.
Yeah, and at the moment it's set at white noise, 1475 kilohertz. We're going to hold the microphone up to the radio for about 20 seconds, and then we're going to play it back for the TV viewers at home, and they're going to essentially call in if they hear names, if they hear messages, anything that's coming through from the spirit world.
Now, I've seen this on movies before. What's the rationale behind this?
Well, it's another theory as to the idea of communicating with the spirit world. Some people say that they can communicate through mediums. Well, a medium is one channel. Other people say, well, spirits can communicate through this channel. They're communicating through white noise, and this is the only way that they can get through.
And this is medium wave, yes?
Medium wave, and we've got it set at 1475 kilohertz. But a lot of people say you can set it up, as long as it's set up to white noise and there's no other interference from nearby radios or things like that, then it's fine. You can still do the experiment in that way.
OK, all right. So let's do this now. All right, let's just turn this up. So let me just do that. Right, now what we need to do is everyone here, all the audience who are next door and all the audience at home, we need people to concentrate, and we need to be quiet for 20 seconds. Let's record this noise for 20 seconds, and I want people at home to listen very carefully and see if they can hear anything at all. So that's 20 seconds. What did you hear?
I heard nothing. I heard white noise, and that's it. And normally what happens in this sort of experiment is that you'd play it back again and again and again and try and pick out messages.
OK, but this, and I know that this is actually, has to be done on an audio cassette.
Yes, that's the traditional way of doing it.
as we come down here, come and have a seat. Let's play that back for you now. We've got that 20 seconds. Stay at home, concentrate, listen to see if you can hear anything apart from that white noise. Listen, here is the noise again. Anything at all?
Nope, I can't.
Okay, well, what did you hear at home? We want you to tell us. You can ring us on 08712 448804. That's 08712 448804. You can also text us, don't forget, on 80088. Text the word haunted, leave a space, and then tell us what you heard. Maybe you heard nothing. Maybe you heard something. Maybe it is a way to connect with paranormal activity. Now, it is time to go to the next of our locations. We now join Yvette, Derek, and the rest of the team who are outside room 10.
Well, we're not actually outside room 10, David. We've actually just come inside. Now, this is quite a famous room here in the hotel because there's some paranormal activity that's been going on here. And just so you know a little bit more about it, here's some videotape of room 10.
If you follow the main corridor to the very back of the hotel and ascend the staircase, you will find one room, and one room only. Welcome to room 10. There are no other entrances and no exits. Here is where we'll investigate the mystery of the vanishing man. He appears on the staircase leading up to room 10, and when followed, he vanishes through the door. The same door that opens on its very own. Brian Bellamy and Greg Miles were given the mission to investigate room 10. Armed with paper and pens, their task was to try and make contact with the spirits using automatic writing.
Harry, that's your name. Could you show us something? Show us it again, please.
This is absolutely fantastic.
And again, please.
Please. I don't know, it just feels as if it's in front of me. So
let's just see if we can get any. He keeps talking, I'll see whether we.
It's just.
Oh, there's an all just.
Quite cold, it's all like.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's got this like feeling, it's all like down.
Tingle down.
Face. Yeah.
Could you show yourself by the door, please? Just make yourself known by the door. Could you show yourself to us on camera, please? Thank you. And again, thank you. Thank you very much. That was nice.
Well, here we are. We have actually got Brian and Greg with us. So just take us through. That was quite weird, wasn't it, what was happening to you, Brian?
It was, especially by the door area. Picked up a lot of tension and cold spots, and then from the camera we saw lots of orb activity. Yeah. So it's quite amazing, really.
Weird, because we just sort of like would say to them, can you like show us again? And again, we'd see one instantly on command.
Now, are you both sort of believers, true believers?
I'm sceptical, willing, open-minded, and
yeah,
pretty much
definitely. It's sort of something I'm really fascinated by. I'd like to know a lot more about it. Until I've got actual proper hard evidence, then I won't make up my mind.
Do you think that if you came to this particular room and you had no idea that it was supposed to be haunted, do you think then that you would have been as scared or as apprehensive?
I don't know, because when you're actually in this room, sort of in the dark, it does feel slightly oppressive. You know, sort of like it feels almost closed in. So, especially with the hallway as well.
Yeah, there's the same feelings, really.
It's interesting, actually, because what's just happened on the EMF?
Well, I just went over to the doorway with the EMF meter and got a peek on the meter.
Do you want to go and have a see if it does it again?
Yeah, a second or two later, there wasn't one there, so I just...
That's quite interesting.
That sort of ties in from our investigation.
Did you get any EMF fluctuations?
We didn't have the reader. All we have is the digital camera.
Do it a bit slower. Nothing. No. I mean, there's leads there to the